my brother, in his submission, has made reference to Paul Adumochire about 3-4 times. And I think that it is not fair because he's not on this platform. And if we come to discuss matters of national interest, you don't need to discuss people who not have the opportunity to rebut. It's not fair. And I thought that Mr. Okanse, you would have at least let him know that and stop it because it's not fair. The man is not here. So why do you make reference to him and describe him in very bad taste?
I don't think
it's not fair.
He was going on that path.
But he did it about 4 times. He mentioned his name 4 times. It's not fair.
Reference. So I think you no. Mr. Gyamfi, hold on.
Akufo is different. He's a public.
Why we mention his name?
Hold on.
It's got Fredami in the studio.
They are public servants.
But you don't know that. You don't know that he's a public servant. You don't know Paul is a public servant.
Gentlemen.
You don't know he's the board chairman of Ghana.
You are talking about him based on his media work.
Let's not
contradiction. All the people we are discussing.
Sammy, you are talking about Paul. You are talking about Paul because his Metro TV programs. You are making reference to him as a media person. It's not fair. We are talking about Attorney General because he's a public servant. Akufo-Addo is a public servant. Paul Adumochire using what is the Metro TV is not a public servant. And so if you are speaking to those matters,
who told you that journalists cannot be who told you that?
And the second point.
Where is he getting that from?
Let me say,
Sammy Gyamfi, you are not the person who holds the knowledge of the world.
Hold on.
You should know that. You can express your opinion, allow others to express their opinion.
Whenever I say my PENDREAM TV there, I see them, you
Mema wakwaba e de ba PENDREAM TV so make sure say obe subscribe to channel no click bell so say the news to our sabe to me aka ntem no watie afa so make sure say obe like na comment no share ama afoforo so nsaka na comment section ho so no opese wo kire wadwen abetimi e de wadwen kire ato honom na amanfo so anya bia kenkan na onim say PENDREAM TV de eye nsem a ekoso Ghana yam politics mu ne de ba na saka ya ne de abranti na so me video I saka pese no che na ye de ba nti me mo modern astro so obehwe video we amana si awie na wa kire wa adwen e comment section na se yenko video.
Well,
and so I will say that if based on the records of the court, certified records, I'm sure you have a soft copy. Please check your phone. Check your phone. We've sent you all the documents that you have to.
So you know, I can't read it at this. I can't read it at the spot, but no problem.
Indeed,
I can be your
well.
Give me the quotation. I can read
the first point I want to make is that Sammy, my brother, in his submission, has made reference to Paul Adumochire about 3-4 times. And I think that it is not fair because he's not on this platform. And if we come to discuss matters of national interest, you don't need to discuss people who not have the opportunity to rebut. It's not fair. And I thought that Mr. Okanse, you would have at least let him know that and stop it because it's not fair. The man is not here. So why do you make reference to him and describe him in very bad taste?
I don't think
it's not fair.
He was going on that path.
But he did it about 4 times. He mentioned his name 4 times. It's not fair.
Reference. So I think you no. Mr. Gyamfi, hold on.
Akufo-Addo is different. He's a public.
Why we mention his name? Hold on. It's got Fredami in the studio.
They are public servants.
But you don't know that. You don't know that he's a public servant. You don't know Paul is a public servant.
Gentlemen.
You don't know he's the board chairman of Ghana.
You are talking about him based on his media work.
Let's not
contradiction. All the people we are discussing.
Sammy, you are talking about Paul. You are talking about Paul because his Metro TV programs. You are making reference to him as a media person. It's not fair. We are talking about Attorney General because he's a public servant. Akufo-Addo is a public servant. Paul Adumochire using what is the Metro TV is not a public servant. And so if you are speaking to those matters,
who told you that journalists cannot be
and
who told you that?
And the second point.
Where is he getting that from?
Let me say,
Sammy Gyamfi, you are not the person who holds the knowledge of the world.
Hold on.
You should know that. You can express your opinion, allow others to express their opinion.
Let me bring...
Those who are listening to us will judge what you are saying, what I'm saying. It is not for you to judge me.
Okay, let me say this. You are going to make your point. So
the second point is... The second point is... The second point is...
So you go ahead.
Yeah, I have to make these things before I go to my substantive point.
Okay.
The second point is, he described Godfrey Dame as dishonorable. You see, when we are doing political discussion, we can disagree on matters. I may have my disagreement with Atuforsen, but I will not describe him as dishonorable. I will not do that. Let's be responsible in the kinds of comments that we make. You can't say because of politics, you come and sit here and describe the Attorney General, who is your senior at bar, who is more experienced than you, who has achieved more in court than you. His achievement in law is more than you.
Hey, so he cannot be criticized.
He can be criticized, but the way should I call you dishonorable?
But don't go that far.
Yes, I have to go.
People do.
It's not right. We have to have qualitative discussion, focus on the issues, and not try to bring people down based on hatred.
Oh.
I mean, so should I say because I'm going to criticize Atuforsen, I should call him dishonorable MP? Is that right? What kind of politics is this? Now to
there is no rule anywhere that if you are on a program like this and there is nobody in the studio, don't comment about that person. Atuforsen is not here. You, Alfred, you allow me. I want to flow.
Yes.
Atuforsen is not here. He has spoken about
matter. It's a different. Don't compare the two.
Exactly.
Sammy, don't compare the two.
Adomotre, look, when you were talking, you said I should not interject. I think you should give me that respect. You see, Paul Adomotre is a journalist who has commented on this matter, and therefore we can comment about him. In his comments on this matter, he has spoken about me, and he has spoken about the number of people, so you can be speaking about.
You make a specific reference in response to the comment made, and not about
me.
The person.
Exactly.
I think
and in any case, that person is a public officer. He didn't even know. So this whole argument that somebody is not in the studio, so you cannot talk about him, is ridiculous.
You are not talking about his public office.
Number two, there is nothing wrong describing an attorney general who goes about influencing witnesses and accused persons unprofessionally under the cover of darkness to fabricate evidence.
That has not been proven.
My brother, you're going to allow me to talk.
It's an allegation.
You're going to allow me to talk, or else you will not have any time to talk.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, hold on. You're going to allow me to talk.
You say you are a lawyer.
No.
Respect
yourself. Respect yourself.
The man makes an
Respect yourself. Respect yourself.
The allegation.
Respect yourself. The allegation was not. It is not a mere allegation. It is evidence under oath.
Now, Honorable Chinnia, I think that because you are also a student of law, I keep coming back to that. We cannot wish away the impact and the extent. No.
Part 1 or 2?
It's part 1. Part 1. Yes, it's part 1.
This one after the program.
It's part 1. No, let's.
I'm not a lawyer. That is the most important thing.
He's in that.
You're studying law.
He's studying law. Part 1. Yes. That it should be of concern, is it not? I mean, regardless of where you sit, that because it could happen to anybody.
Yes.
That if a statement like this is made, which is not contested in court, how do we treat this?
You know, in my submission, I don't know whether you paid attention to what I said.
I did.
I said the issue the third accused person made in court is about the professional conduct of Godfrey Dame. For me...
Is it just about the professional conduct?
If it is established that he tried to influence him, it's about his professional conduct. It doesn't go into the merits of the substantive case in court, where my interest is. And for me, the substantive matter is about the contract that government of Ghana signed with the supplier and how the terms in the contract were applied. Okay. That is what is before court. In the case of the third accused person making an allegation against the Attorney General, is yet to be proven. The Attorney General has also made an allegation against Atuforsen. It's yet to be proven. Let's wait for both to prove their cases. or the allegations.
But to the extent that the Attorney General was in open court and not contested.
Well, I mean, lawyers will conduct their businesses the way they appreciate it will serve them better. If he thinks what the man said has no material evidence against him, and you know, when somebody makes an allegation, the burden of proof is on the person. So the third accused person who made the allegation against the AG is the one who must prove that what he said is true. It's not the AG who come and prove that it's not true.
And this was captured in the
it doesn't matter. But the establishment of the facts, whether he actually did that or not, is on the third accused to prove.
Okay.
Now, I am concentrating on the matter which I believe the NDC and Sammy Gyamfi and co are trying to divert Ghanaians' attention from. And that is the contract that government of Ghana entered with the supplier. What are the terms in the contract? Because if you have a good case and you put before court, you don't need to coerce somebody to come and support you. And for me, from where I sit as a student of law, I think the Attorney General has a strong case before court that he doesn't need the support of the third accused person to prove his case.
Okay.
Because the contract is there, the terms are there, and if the terms are violated, they are put before the court, and you can pinpoint to the violations, which I believe the Attorney General has done. You see, we don't need to get into the matter. Otherwise, the bridges are there. It's clear. You sign a contract with somebody, the person is supposed to supply ambulances to a particular specification before he's paid. Before he's paid. He didn't supply the things, and you paid him. And when you even supply some, they were not up to the specifications. It means you breached the contract.
But today they are saying that we should bring the ambulances for our money.
I think that
why did they even supply that in the first place? Why did they put in it? Are they ambulances?
Yes.
I haven't finished. We can't.
Gentlemen, hold on.
I haven't finished.
Conclude on your point.
You see, Sammy keeps insinuating and using bad language against the Attorney General. It's not every accusation that you make that will turn out to be true in the court. He himself made an allegation against the energy minister. What happened? Was he able to prove it in court? He couldn't prove it. You made an allegation against the energy minister. So the fact that the third accused person has made an allegation against the Attorney General, I thought that we would have waited and brought the evidence. You shouldn't be speaking plenty. Why do you speak? You are a lawyer. And lawyers, I mean, you have your evidence. Bring the evidence and show to Ghanaians that this is what the Attorney General did. Why are you ranting and insulting the man and saying all kinds of things when you yourself have made several allegations against people that you couldn't prove, and you have been fined in court because of lies?
All right. Well,
we should stop this.
So you made your point, and I'm concluding on this. Yes.
Response. Number one, there's not been any trading of allegations. What Jackpa said was testimony under oath. It is evidence he gave in court, part of the court record. It is not an allegation. It is the Attorney General who, as a coward, could not dispute that, came into the media to make allegations. You see, when you are talking, I'm quiet. When you were talking, I was quiet. Allow me. Respect yourself. Number two, he's gone on and on and on.
The fact that the man made the
Masa, can I make my point?
Hold on.
If the man made an allegation, you are telling us that is a fact.
You don't even have the capacity to even argue with me on issues of evidence. So keep quiet and let's talk. Keep quiet and let's talk.
Gentlemen.
When you were talking, I was quiet.
You have?
Number two.
What capacity do you have? What capacity?
Let's stay focused.
Conclude.
Number two. He keeps on saying that they have a good case. They have a strong case. The Attorney General has already established that. And yet this is the Attorney General who is going about coercing witnesses to bear false testimony so that he can jail an innocent man. If he had this good, wonderful case you're talking about, why is he doing that? It is all the things he has said about the terms of contract we signed are false. Palpable falsehood.
Okay.
The contract was signed in November 2012. Letters of credit issued by the Bank of Ghana as security, which had condition precedence, which condition precedence says that the ambulance have to be shipped and payment can only be made on site. In October 2016, 10 of the ambulances were shipped with medical supplies. This government came, refuse to clear the consignment when they know that the Ministry of Health is the consignee and only they can clear it. They've allowed thieves to vandalize the vehicles. They've allowed the medical supplies to be stolen. Some, as I speak to you, the imported medical supplies have been at the port for 8 years. They who through their negligence, this is just like Saglimi. They through their criminal negligence
all of
have
this
occasioned a financial loss to us, have the effrontery to sit on TV and accuse people of financial loss. I deliberately didn't want to go into that because the matters are sub judice. But I want to sit here. I won't sit here as an officer of the court and allow a student of law lie about proceedings in court. It has never been established anywhere that there was any problem with the terms of the agreement. Okay. And finally, Alfred, let me make this point.
All this you said have been stated in court.
In court.
At every
Go
point.
and look at the testimony of the 10 accused. He said that because we brought the first 10 ambulances, and they allowed thieves to steal, vandalize, steal the equipment and all that. We then decided that we will bring the vehicles, bring the supplies, do the installation in Ghana, train your ambulance operators and hand over to you. You have refused to clear the medical supplies at the port for 8 years. Having occasioned this financial loss, you are accusing, pointing fingers at others. Let me conclude on the personal attack on my person that I made an allegation about the Minister of Energy who I couldn't prove. As a student of law, he must know that the High Court is not the only court in Ghana. That matter is pending in a higher court, the Court of Appeal.
Okay.
There is an element of it pending in the Supreme Court. It is after the matter has come to its end, okay, all the way to the review panel of the Supreme Court, or if I give up at a certain level, that you can say I've not been able to prove. In any case, who doesn't know? Seydou Imba himself is on tape.
So
the tape. Let me conclude. Hold on. Let me conclude. Seydou Imba, Seydou MDA, is on video speaking to how Napo, the energy minister, recruited him, got him juju, got him rings, and has used him for violence. The tape is there.
But the court has ruled against you.
So you are saying that this matter is in court.
That evidence was not.
So you believe that this evidence
in court.
The matter was
the court ruled against you and you have been fined.
The High Court. Now we are in the Court of Appeal.
Continue.
There will be an application to adduce fresh evidence. We are now starting. This is not.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. This matter is in court. Thank you. The 31st of this month, this case will be called in court, and we will be there to obviously report it. So let's wait until this matter. So wait, gentlemen. No. We'll be back shortly after this quick break. We'll be back after this quick break. We'll be back after this quick break. Stay with us. We'll be back shortly.